Kimberly T. Rails fleet of airplanes regularly for years. It just becomes second nature. You notice the sky. I've always noticed the sky, but some people apparently never even notice that there's a sky above them or clouds or anything. Part of the background they don't even notice. But when you watch closely enough for long enough time, you begin to notice completely other different groupings of aircraft that aren't, leaving perfectly normal, persistent, heavy contrails everywhere they go. No, these other planes are flying in grid formation, going in series, in a caravan manner, due north in a couple of rows along the I-5 corridor here, or east-west in the same type of manner, 2, maybe 3 rows spaced out in even intervals, flying grids over it. And then there's the flights that seem to be of the commercial nature, that are perhaps going to PDX or from PDX, which is not really, they have another runway back there that they don't really taxi to. The passenger flights don't go and taxi back there and use that runway, nor do they land there and then taxi up to the front. And really, they use the main runway for pretty much all the commercial passenger flights. The back runway has commercial-looking, passenger-looking jets landing there, but they're not the ones that go up to the terminal and fill up with people. And there's this Civil Air Patrol there and whatever, CBs and all that stuff. But anyway, there's a whole nother group of airplanes that's always flying at, not always, different times. You'll notice them, the patterns, and when they're out, they're out. There's a whole group of planes that appear to have really stark LED lights only. Planes kind of have a mixed match of different styles of lights still. There's still some of them halogen looking lights from time to time or whatever. These ones are very LED looking, and they seem to turn without much of a bank to them. They're like a car. They just stay flat, level with the ground as they turn. And they do very quick turns, like they're on slot cars or something. It's kind of weird. When they're out flying, you'll see them all over. They're always at low altitude. They're going kind of like this one is somewhat, just, hey, I think I'll get in my airplane tonight and fly, diagonally across town, back and forth, along with this other guy over here who's flying his airplane. And then there's some perfectly normal commercial flights coming in, because there's a busy modern world with lots of important people doing things in airplanes, slowly over town at low altitude, every day and night, in a perfectly normal fashion. Well, it makes a lot of sense if you never question it. So here in America, we know that airplanes are the most efficient way to transport anything. Hey babe, would you run down to the store and pick me up a pack of smokes? Sure honey, I'll take the airplane. See what I mean? Airplanes are the only way to fly. Well, not the only way, but there are other ways to fly, but none are cool as an airplane, because you have a big long runway to take off from, because you got to get your speed up, and you got your engines burning lots of fuel, and at full thrust, making lots of noise and vibration, and it shudders, it lifts off the ground. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then you get the drone of the engine as you fly around over town at 1,200 feet, doing lazy banking turns over residential neighborhoods, as if to say, look at me, I'm in an airplane flying over your house for no particular reason. Every single day of the week, living the life of Riley in my airplane. At 1,200 feet every single day. Everybody loves an airplane flying slowly over them, and I bring it to them in my airplane, slowly over their houses, every day of the week. logging hours so I can get my next license, and then I can fly even more, because there's nothing better than flying an airplane slowly over houses at low altitude every day of the week. There's lots of need for people to fly airplanes slowly everywhere at all times. Makes a lot of sense if you never think about it. Yes, the Jeep Patriot. Some people can't handle the horsepower. But you know, lots of practice. Keep this baby on the road. Work on this baby the same way. I'm trying to achieve nominal performance. I mean maximum performance, not nominal. Well, I didn't find my bolt at the hardware store. I don't know, I'll figure something out. What a boring video. Nothing exciting happened. Just a couple airplanes fly by. Guess I'll go try and play some guitar or something. Maybe someday I'll improve enough that I can play one of my songs and not have it suck. Someday. Then they'll all see. Alright.